Hello, air signs. Welcome to your weekly messages. This is for all air signs, June 16th through the 23rd. This is for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. I do not get into specifics for any of the signs during the weekly messages. This is just an overall for all air signs, okay? Please keep in mind that messages are very general. They may resonate with you, they may not, so just take what resonates and leave out what doesn't. So air signs, let's go ahead and get into the meditation. I just moved. I lost my chakra rune, so we're not doing the chakra thing today. So let's just go ahead and jump into the meditation, and then we'll get into the actual reading itself. So air signs, you feel very earthy this week. You feel very goal-oriented, task-oriented. Like you feel like when I say you feel earthy, I actually mean you feel like an earth sign mentally. Not necessarily that you're grounded or anything, but you're just very much in like a work mode, like setting goals, getting things done, that kind of stuff, right? So it's very interesting. I do feel like air signs, you're kind of one track minded at the moment. So like you can't really pay attention to multiple things at once right now. You're very much like on a one track mind this week. And it might be because you're really focusing in on your career, or you're really honing in on a specific goal or task that you really feel like you need to get done this week. But either way, you're really tapping into an earth sign energy, and you're just getting your shit done. And that's pretty much all I picked up on the meditation was, yeah, just that you're really getting things done and you want to get things done. Focusing on networking, also air signs, just really career, really career goal oriented this week, whatever that means for you, okay? Whatever goals that my air signs out there have, okay? So let's go ahead and we'll get into some oracle cards for some overall energies and themes for the week, and then we'll get into some tarot, and then we'll get into some advice, okay? I actually want to pull animal oracle for your overall energies this week. Oh, bad shuffle. Bad shuffle. What are the overall energies for air signs? June 16th through the 23rd. What are some overall energies for air signs? June 16th, through the 23rd. That was fun. Whoa, air signs, they're coming out for you. No time is being wasted. No time is being wasted at all. Oh my goodness. Okay, any more energies for air signs? Okay. Ooh, air signs, we've got a lot. Okay, that was quick. Okay, so the first energy we have here is butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. So you're in a transformative energy this week, air signs. I do feel like that's kind of where the goal-oriented, task-oriented energy is coming from. Is I think that you have been possibly in a bit of a slump recently. You might just feel like you were in a bit of a depressive state, or like kind of in a rut, and you're transforming now out of that state. And so it's very much like a once again, a one-track mind kind of thing. You're one-track minded on transformation is what you're one-track minded on, air signs. And then we have koi fish spirit. There is always enough. Okay, now with this energy, air signs, I actually feel like you're a bit at risk this week for feeling like maybe there's not enough. Okay, so this is more of a reminder this week for you. Koi fish spirit, there is always enough. That there is enough. Plain and simple, right? Yeah, I feel like you might be at risk because you are so goal oriented, and really on that career and that networking and that, like building kind of mentality. You might be at risk for feeling like you're not getting enough, or feeling like you're not doing enough. So air signs, just remember that there's only so much that you can get done in a short amount of time, okay? And then we have sandpiper spirit, be playful. Yeah, see, you need to play, air signs. You need to play. Don't forget during this time to really open your heart up, and to really especially while you're networking, like have fun with it. Have fun with networking. Have fun with people. I'm getting a heavy like social vibe off of this card for you guys. So really just vibe with other people, network with people that you have a good time with, that you can laugh with, that you can go out to drinks with, like that kind of thing, okay, air signs? So be playful. And then we have wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Now, air signs, I feel like this is the energy that you're getting out of this week, right? With the transformation is beautiful, pairing it with that. I feel like this is the energy, yeah, that you're getting out of this week, that like you don't want to be in anymore. Like life has been stinging, life hasn't been a good time recently. Sorry, my cat is so cute. She's like curled up on the bed over there. It's like adorable. um, but yeah, this is the energy that you're getting out of this week, of like everything being hard and life being painful, and woe is the air side, and oh, you know what I mean? Like I think that this week that's the energy that you're getting out of. And last but not least, like I said, you got a lot here. 5. Cat spirit. Claim your independence. Now, air signs, I think that this last rut that you were in, it was due to you not really understanding yourself, or not really knowing yourself, or maybe it was that there were things about yourself coming up that you didn't realize were there, like possibly some wounding, possibly from childhood, I'm getting for a lot of you. But this week you're stepping out of that energy and you're transforming, and I think that you're claiming your independence in that. I think that um I think that you know yourself better. I think that you know yourself a lot better. I think that you feel better about yourself the more you're getting to know yourself. And any woundings that came up that you didn't really expect, I think that you worked through. And you feel stronger, wiser, smarter now that you're on the other side of it. Okay. Okay, air signs. Let me take a drink. Whew. Whew. Okay. So, those are your kind of general energies for this week. I really like it. You're getting out of a slump, you're transforming, and you just need to remember to be playful during this time, and you can focus on your goals and focus on your tasks while also having fun, okay? So, let's go ahead and we'll get into the tarot for a little bit more of a detailed story. What do you have for my air signs? Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. What do we have for my air signs? June 16th through the 23rd, please. What do we have for air signs? June 16th through the 23rd. Ooh, I just heard something. Air signs. I don't know if it's going to come up in the cards, but I literally just heard nothing is ever good enough for you. I don't know who that was coming from. I genuinely do not know who that was coming from, but it was coming from somebody. What do we have for air signs? June 16th through the 23rd. Wow. What do we have for air signs? June 16th through the 23rd. Okay, air signs. Whew. We got the 3 of Wands and we got the Hierophant here. This is your goals. This is what you're looking at, air signs. It's looking good. It's looking good. Air signs, I feel like this week you're coming out of this slump, and it's kind of like a light bulb moment of you see the future and you see how great you can be and you see how great your future can be. But I'm getting very much like a very strong career vibe off of this. Like you're thinking big, air signs, this week. You're thinking big. Like your goals that you're really heading towards this week are really big. With that Hierophant, it could even be fame. You could be looking to gain a mass following for a lot of you. You could be looking to really step up in your career. You could be looking to go back to school and really like if you have a bachelor's, you're going to want to go and get a master's, you're going to want to go and get a PhD. Like you're like that's where your mind is at right now. You're like thinking about the big things, like more, more. And there was that energy, right, with the koi fish spirit. And then I literally just heard nothing is ever good enough for you. I literally like that's that's the vibe. That's the vibe of the air signs this week, is like more, more, need more, need more, need more, need more. And that's not necessarily a bad thing as long as it's healthy, as long as you're keeping it healthy, as long as you're keeping it balanced. There's nothing wrong with wanting more. And there's nothing wrong with setting those goals and setting those intentions, okay? Kind of weirded out though. Okay. We have a Princess of Pentacles on the board. I feel like for some of you, this is a person, and for some of you, this is a group of people. For some of you, though, this is just an energy that you're dealing with, okay? I'm getting kind of an immature vibe off of this. I don't feel like this is you, air signs. I don't feel like this is you. For some of you, it might be, so just take it how it resonates, okay? But I'm getting a very immature vibe off of this princess here. I think that this is like what you're trying to step away from, whether this is a person specifically, a group of people, or just an energy in your life. You're stepping away from immaturity this week. You no longer want to be a child. Like quite frankly, I feel like there is a like a leveling up of maturity for you this week, air signs, where you just you want to make good money, you want to pay your bills, you don't want to rely on people anymore. You want to be an adult. You're stepping into this very adult vibe this week, air signs, right? But you just want to step away from the immaturity. You don't want to deal with it anymore. Whether you've been dealing with a single immature energy, or just like a group of immature people, or maybe you've been immature. But it really just kind of feels like an energy, like a very childish energy that you're really stepping out of. And then you have the Ten of Wands here, which really just signifies that, yeah, you're done with it. You're really done with it this week. You want to level up in your life, air signs. You want to level up, and you want to be done with whatever this immature energy is. And with the Hierophant and the Three of Wands, whoa. Well, those flew out of my hand. So, just a second, air signs. Oh, sorry. But with the Three of Wands and the Hierophant, you really see those goals and you're going for them this week, okay? Let's see what else we can get. What else do you have for my air signs? Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. You're not dealing with it anymore. Whatever this slump was, air signs. One moment, please. Whatever this slump was that you're recently coming out of, I feel like you just see it as like immature. Like, once again, and it's really interesting to me that I'm using this word so much, immature, because I actually don't like the word immature, but it just feels that way. It just feels that way. I can't help it. I can't help but say it. It's like it's not that it's unbalanced, it's not that it's, not healthy, it's not that it's etc etc. It's literally just childish energy. Like, you're ready to level up, you're ready to step into a new phase of adulthood. For a lot of you, this is leveling up in your job, or this is leveling up in your career, or your academic sphere. But whatever it is that you're stepping out of, you feel like it was just immature. With the Three of Swords, it was a painful situation, but now you're like looking back on it. Now that you've had this like light bulb moment this week, you're looking back on it and you're like, that was so immature. Like, it's kind of like, air signs, it's kind of like, you go through life and you have relationships, right? And as you mature, the relationships become more mature. And when you're 25 and you look back at your first boyfriend or your first girlfriend, like when you were 15, you just like look back and you're like, oh, what childish things, right? Just for an example, you're looking back at whatever has caused you pain, air signs, or whatever slump you were in, and you're just like, how minuscule. Like, I was worried about that. Wow, that's immature. Like, I don't need to be dealing with immature situations like that anymore. I'm leveling up. What else do we have for my air signs? Oops, my camera. For June 16th. through the 23rd. What do we have for air signs? June 16th. Whoa, through the 23rd. Whoa. Interesting. Okay, we got a lot of cards that just came out here. Just a second. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Air signs. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, whatever the situation that you're getting out of and you're done with this week, it really does just feel like you're done with it. Like you're done with the childish things. You're done not being leveled up. You're transforming, and it's beautiful. The things that you're leaving, they weren't bringing you any pleasure. They weren't bringing you any pleasure. I think that you're understanding this week, air signs, like the how do I'm trying to articulate this. Sorry, I'm a little fuzzy brained today. You're realizing that the things that you were worrying about, or the things that you were giving energy to, it wasn't balanced. Like the worry was not worth the reward. There we go. The worry was not worth the reward. Okay, whatever you were worrying about, whatever this Three of Swords was for you, whatever this slump was, or whatever was causing the slump for you, and it could have been this immature person or this immature energy, right? But whatever it was, you're realizing this week, like, that wasn't even doing anything for my life, and I was putting energy into it. Like, I'm a dumbass. Like, it really feels that way, where you're taking accountability for it and you're like, that was stupid. Like, that was immature of me. That was dumb of me to like put all of my time and all of my energy into something that wasn't even doing anything for me. Like, it wasn't even doing anything for me, right? We got fortitude, strength, Libra energy. Yeah, a lot of balance here. A lot of balance with that, I feel. Leo energy. Sorry, I don't know why I said Libra. That's weird. I'm getting like a balance energy off of this with strength. Yeah, you want things to be balanced. Air signs. Once again with that, the worry was not worth the reward. The worry was not worth the reward, if there even was a reward. I just heard for a lot of you. You just want things to be balanced moving forward, transitioning and transforming and stepping into this new phase of your life, into this new phase of adulthood for a lot of you. You want things to be balanced, and if something is not worth worrying about, then you're not going to worry about it. You're going to be very balanced with where you give your energy from here on out, especially because you know who you are now. You know who you are now, and you know what you deserve. You know what you deserve for a lot of you, okay? Sorry, I have to keep taking drinks. I'm thirsty. Now, air signs, I love these cards. I'm excited to show you these cards. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited. We got a Queen of Pentacles. We got a Queen of Cups, okay? So this is your energy. So exciting. I love it. I love it. This is you popping up on the board as the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups upright together. Strong, okay? Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles together is an incredibly strong combination, okay? Incredibly strong combination. Whereas like a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Swords together would be like a little bit scary, like, whoa. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups together is very stable, very balanced, emotionally balanced, mentally balanced. It's understanding how to go about life. It's understanding how to nourish yourself, how to nourish others. It's just an incredibly balanced energy, and I feel like this is where you're at. I feel like this is where you're at. This is definitely your energy. And the Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles also, they're great separate and they're great together because they both know how to take care of themselves as well as take care of others. And I feel like this transition and this transformation for you, air signs, is really teaching you a lot about people as well. You know, when we learn about ourselves, we learn about others, vice versa, right? So you've learned a lot about yourself and you've learned a lot about other people. And I feel like now you know more so what you want You know more so what you want out of your life, and what you want out of your relationships, what you want out of your career, what you want out of your those goals that you're setting right now, right? And it's just really beautiful energy. And then we have the Empress. We have the Empress. A Queen of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles together would definitely to me be freaking Empress energy, okay? Now, the Empress is actually, excuse me, speaking truth. Sorry guys. The Empress is actually she comes after all of the queens, right? So the emperor is somebody that's been through all of the king stages, and the empress is somebody who's been through all of the queen stages. This is the energy that you're stepping into this week, air signs. You really are. You have transformed, and you are becoming an empress. You are transitioning into an empress energy. I feel like the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles are your last kind of final stages this week, where you're really focusing in on your coins with that Queen of Pentacles energy, and then with the Queen of Cups, you're really focusing in on your emotional stability. And I feel like once you surpass this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles energy, you're really looking towards going to the Empress energy, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful, air signs. Please keep in mind, this can apply to my male air signs too. It's all just energy. Gender doesn't apply here, okay? But you're stepping into that Empress energy after you are really fully transforming and fully evolving from the Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles stage, okay? So that's great. But where you're at right now, even if you're not at this Empress stage right now, and a lot of you aren't, like this is kind of what you're working towards this week and then in the weeks coming. But this is not a bad place to be, just for the record. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups combination, not a bad place to be at all, okay? Okay, air signs. I really like that for you. I think that it's a pretty clear picture, okay? You look really good this week, air signs. I don't feel any drama with you. I don't feel any like nothing's going bad for the air signs. They're just goal oriented. They're just like getting their coins right. They're just getting their heart right. Yeah, air signs, I think you're doing good, quite frankly, this week. June 16th through the 23rd, air signs are good. Air signs are good. You guys seem really good. I really like that you're stepping into this Empress energy, and you're doing it with a very strong energy, okay? And you know who you are, and you're claiming your independence, okay? And you're leaving all of the pain in the past. You're leaving all the pain in the past, okay? So let's go ahead and let's get into some advice cards, okay? Let's just see what advice we can pull for the air signs. I'm going to go ahead and use the star seed. What advice do we have for air signs? June 16th through the 23rd. It almost feels weird like giving you advice, because it's just such a, like, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. You're moving towards the Empress. I don't know what advice you need from me, but I'll give you whatever I can. What advice do we have for air signs? June 16th through the 23rd. What advice do we have for air signs? June 16th through the 23rd. What advice do we have for air signs? Hi, bunny. June 16th through the 23rd. Okay, air signs, you got two. You got two. Ooh, whoa. Whoa. Air signs, this is kind of unexpected. I wasn't getting any drama or anything, but maybe it's because that's what you're stepping out of, and I feel like this advice is actually more so for what you're stepping out of, okay? So the first thing we have is I'm sorry. This card gets me every time, though. It's such a deep card. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. Okay? So, air signs, you might, if this Princess of Pentacles is an actual person or people that were immature with you. You might be getting an apology. You might be getting an apology this week or just very soon. And I feel like air signs with this, you're feeling, because you're not immature anymore. And so you understand as an adult, like, shit happens and things change and people change and circumstances change, and that's what you're doing. You're on your road to change. You're on your road to change, so you're not mad at anybody and you don't really care if anybody's mad at you, okay? But with the I'm sorry, um I am getting that you kind of need to drop your guard a little bit because you are very goal oriented this week, right? You are very goal oriented, you're very one track minded. So try try to still care about the people around you this week. I know that, it's a little bit hard when we're really focusing in on our goals, but just try to be mindful about the people around you. And try to be mindful that you're not really cutting people down, air signs, because you are known to do that, right? The suit of swords, right? So just try to be a little bit defenseless this week, okay, is really what I'm getting off of that card. And then we have, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Okay? This is the acceptance. This is the acceptance. And these two cards together, it's such an energy of really, like social circles changing, and things really getting shaken up, right? You're not for everyone. Have some acceptance with that. Um It's actually kind of funny, air signs. I'm getting this vibe that, like, you can you can accept that not everyone is for you, but it's really hard for you to accept that you're not for everyone. Does that make any sense? Like, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting with these two cards, especially together. Um, so you need to have acceptance this week that you're changing and you're growing and you're evolving. And I'm getting a lot of, like, self-esteem with that. I'm getting a lot of self-esteem with that. Yep, they said yes. A lot of self-esteem issues, a lot of nothing's ever good enough for you. There it is. There it is. There's the not enough. You don't feel enough, air signs. You need to accept that you're not going to be for everyone and not everyone is going to be for you. Okay? It's an equal balanced, two-way street there. Okay? So just have acceptance, and just be kind and have an open heart for everyone, including yourself. Including yourself, air signs, okay? Because you are very goal oriented this week, but so you might kind of be ignoring some emotions there with that. So just remember to accept yourself for who you are, what you are, as you are. Because you're clearly bettering yourself. I don't think I'm talking to any air signs that are in denial or are in any toxic behaviors. I think that I'm talking to air signs that are getting out of that energy. So yeah, just have acceptance for yourself and have acceptance for others this week. Okay? And that's the tea, and that's the advice. mm. Air signs, I hope you enjoyed. I hope it resonated for a lot of you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I love to know what you guys are going through. So please feel free to comment. Thank you so much for watching this weekly, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.